Mr. R.C. Bhargava, you're under pressure. The Niti Aayog is coming for you. We saw Rajiv Kumar earlier. Now Amitabh Kant, they're eyeing the cash balances you're sitting on. They're expecting big discounts. So are you going to announce, sitting here at the India Today Conclave, that when a new week starts, Maruti is going to slash prices? Please tell us by how much.
No, really there is no pressure, because I am totally in agreement that over the last 5 years and more, a huge amount of work has been done for ease of doing business, for transparency in doing business, for removing many of the non-accounted costs of doing business. And I think that's all very positive for doing business. And that has been reinforced by what has been done yesterday. But let me also mention that the rate of growth of manufacturing in India, not only in the last 5 years, but ever since we started development in 1950, has nowhere been near the rate which is required to achieve the Prime Minister's target of getting manufacturing to contribute 25% to the GDP by 2024. Manufacturing is barely limping along, I'm not sure of the exact figure, but around 5% a year. You need to get it up to 15% a year. So what has been done yesterday is certainly going to be a very big step towards making that happen. For the reason, partly which has been said, that it is now created an environment in India where for foreign investors, the tax regime in India is more favorable than almost anywhere, as was said. What was not said was that, in fact, for new manufacturing startups being registered from 1st October, the regime, in fact, will be the best anywhere in the world, because it comes down to 17%, 19% if you include all surcharges. Nowhere in the world will you get this.
Mr. Bhargava,
so the tax regime has become very favorable.
You dodged the bullet that was flung your way.
Sorry?
You dodged the bullet that was flung your way. Mr. Kant has started this. There will be a rising clamor for corporate India to slash prices, offer deep discounts beyond what you've done right now. Would you like to use this opportunity to tell us what you intend to do in the new week?
I don't often disagree on anything with Amitabh. But that nothing more needs to be done by government and everything has to be done by industry. I'll take a little bit of issue with him. My point is now that you have to address, as was said, the supply side, the demand side. And the problem today is that all the policies we've had since the beginning of independence, from the time of independence, have tried to combine two very laudable objectives: industrial growth, industrialization of India, and social equity and justice. But they've tried to achieve both these objectives by one policy. And all experience will show that when you combine two objectives which are not necessarily compatible objectives in the short term, with one policy you fail. And we have failed throughout. My suggestion is that if you want to get further ahead, one thing which has to be done is to separate out the policies for wealth creation and the policies for achieving social justice.
Sir, everyone who's watching on TV, sitting here in the audience, wants to know, is Maruti going to cut prices very deeply? Do you see that happen or not? That's the question Mr. Kant is asking. Twice over you dodged him.
Maruti's prices de facto have already been cut in the market through discounts. Whether a formal cut will happen or not, I cannot possibly announce here. But please wait a couple of days and you'll have the answer with you.
See, that's what I was trying to get. I want to understand.
So may I add one more point I have to make? On the demand side, what I was saying about the policy combination is reflected in the GST policy. GST is fixed very much like the socialist days of 1960-70, that products which are meant for the rich are charged the highest GST. Products which are supposed to be for the common man are charged the lowest GST.
Okay.